Ridge Forrester's complex heart, a tale of love, guilt, and possible redemption. Ridge Forrester, a staple character on The Bold and the Beautiful, has recently made a significant decision regarding his love life, choosing to stay committed to Taylor Hayes over his former flame, Brooke Logan. On the surface, it seems like Ridge is determined to make his relationship with Taylor work, but upon closer inspection, his motives appear more complex than mere romantic desire. At first glance, Ridge's commitment to Taylor appears to be born out of a sense of responsibility and guilt. After all, Taylor, portrayed by Rebecca Budig, recently experienced a health scare, which Ridge feared could be life-threatening. Initially, he thought that she was suffering from a heart attack, only to later learn that she was actually dealing with the much less dire condition of broken heart syndrome. While not as dangerous as a heart attack, the condition was still severe enough to make Ridge take notice of the fragile state of Taylor's heart, both literally and emotionally. When Taylor's health crisis came to light, Ridge found himself deeply concerned. His protective instincts kicked in, and for the first time, it seemed like his priorities shifted. He worried that losing Taylor would be an unbearable loss, especially considering the long history they share. Although Taylor's condition was not as critical as initially feared, the emotional toll it took on both her and Ridge seemed to solidify his decision to stay by her side. The guilt of potentially causing her distress, particularly when it comes to her health, made it harder for him to walk away. Ridge had led Taylor to believe that their future was secure, and betraying her trust now would be nothing short of cruel. However, Ridge's reaction to Brooke's recent attempt to reconcile casts doubt on whether his commitment to Taylor is rooted in true passion or simply guilt. When Brooke expressed her desire to reunite with Ridge, his response was far from convincing. While Ridge has repeatedly stated his commitment to Taylor, his reaction suggests that his heart may not fully align with his words. There's an underlying sense that if Ridge had not already committed to Taylor, he might have been more open to rekindling his romance with Brooke. The question then arises, is Ridge's decision to stay with Taylor purely out of a sense of duty, or is it a more complicated emotional response? Ridge's history of impulsive decisions in relationships certainly complicates the matter. In the past, he has jumped from one woman to another, often following his desires without much consideration for the consequences. But with Taylor's health at risk and the deep emotional investment they share, Ridge may feel that walking away now would cause irreparable damage, not only to his relationship with Taylor but also to her well-being. At this point, Ridge's behavior seems to reflect an unwillingness to hurt Taylor further. If there's any chance that a breakup could lead to another health scare or emotional breakdown for Taylor, Ridge seems determined to avoid it. His reluctance to entertain Brooke's advances could be rooted in a desire to shield Taylor from more heartbreak. After all, Taylor has been through so much, and Ridge's protective instincts may be the driving force behind his actions. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Ridge doesn't seem entirely happy with the decision he's made. There's an underlying sense that he is not fully at peace with choosing Taylor over Brooke. Ridge appears to be prioritizing Taylor's happiness and emotional stability, but whether or not this choice aligns with his own desires remains unclear. His decision may be more about doing what's right than following his heart. It's also important to note that Taylor, for her part, is envisioning a future with Ridge. She seems to believe that their love story is meant to continue, and she's hopeful that their relationship can withstand the challenges they've faced. However, Ridge's lack of enthusiasm about their current situation could indicate that the foundation of their relationship is shaky. While Taylor is focused on building a life with Ridge, he may be silently questioning whether this is truly the path he wants to take. Recent revelations suggest that Ridge and Brooke's story may not be over yet. The unresolved tension between the two could create opportunities for reconciliation down the line. Ridge's lingering connection to Brooke could resurface, causing new complications for his relationship with Taylor. While Ridge may have made his choice, it's clear that his feelings are far from straightforward, and the potential for a Brooke comeback looms on the horizon. In the end, Ridge's decision to stay with Taylor is a deeply complicated one. It's driven by guilt, fear of causing further harm to her, and a sense of responsibility toward the woman who has been a significant part of his life. Whether this commitment will evolve into a true love story or whether it will unravel under the weight of unspoken emotions remains to be seen. Fans of the bold and the beautiful will have to wait and see how Ridge's heart continues to navigate the complicated love triangle that has defined his life for so long.